think it's working. So today I wanted to make Softbody work properly instead of going in a random direction, because Softbody is using weird local space things and doesn't want to deal with normal vectors properly. So the only solution there is to that is to try to understand what's actually going on. So that is my goal for today, to figure out why Softbody is going in the wrong direction. And to do that, I need to go in here and figure out what's wrong with this add force thing. Okay, we have this example that they have of add force where they're taking a random velocity. And if I take a look at their documentation, it says that it is done in the solver space instead of object space. So I guess there needs to be some weird transformation or something, but I'm not sure. So let's take a look. I have a little debug function to draw the rays of the force to make sure that that is actually correct. Is it correct? Yeah. So you can see they're going where it's supposed to. The direction of the force applied is actually correct. But the bubble is going in some random weird direction. It only lines up if you're sending it upwards. So I'm assuming that it has world position rather than local position in one way or another. Or it just has weird alignment or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. So I can take this. I just realized that it was getting squished between these fake balls. So what was I saying? Yeah, the alignment. Let's take a look. So we're doing direction x direction y 0 by force multiplier, which is exactly the same as the debug draw line. But maybe we just need to add this thing in here. Like if we do transform position, addition of transform position, probably won't fix it, but I just want to take a look at what happens if we do that. Let's do that. And go back to Unity and see what happens then. Okay. So it is doing something weird. It's definitely not correct. Let's see where it actually fires them. Not sure. Let's lower the force multiplier. So I guess we'll go in here, prefabs, bubble projectile obby. Actually, we cannot do that, I think, because it will break the. Yeah, it will. God damn it. And unit version control does not consider it a change in prefab. Cool. Love it. Does it still have a broken mesh? Okay, it fixed itself. Fine. That's good. So, we're gonna go into our little prefab. We're gonna go into our setting and project visual force multiplier. We're gonna lower that all the way down. So let's see where it is flying without the extra force multiplier. Still not sure. If it's going up, it is. Yeah, that was just a dumb thing to try. let's go back to our code and see what we're doing wrong. Let's just pretend that this never happened. Okay. So, obby actor add force. If I take a look at their documentation, they have a line here. Where is it? Obby Softbody. Obby Softbody API. Obby documentation. Packages. Obby. Let's look for soft body. Nope. Main page, packages, classes, class members. Where was that documentation? I had it open somewhere here. Obby soft body. Obby website. User manual. Okay, yeah. User manual, not the API. So, can you please scroll? Okay, Obby soft body. And I want to find add force. Obby physics for Unity. That is not exactly what I want. Not force zones, not the cloth, not the Obby rope. Highly viscous fluids. No. Highly viscous fluids is not what I want to interact with. Softbody setup. I guess it should be in the API because it's not the setup. Okay, API. Maybe user manual? No. FAQ? API. Add force. I guess I'll put this in the background because there's more to look at here. Okay. Classes, class list. Obby. Soft body. It has add force. Obby ambient force zone. Only 3 appearances. I guess it needs to be an Obby actor. Does it have an Obby actor thing? Well, blueprint, teleport, properties, parameters. Nope. Let's look at Obby actor. Because add force is an Obby actor function, not an Obby soft body function. Add force. Okay. Adds an external force to all particles in the actor. Add torque, add to solver, copy particle, get mass. Okay, I just want add force. Add force, force, and force mode. Adds an external force to all particles in the actor. Let's ask the only person who will probably know the answers. ChatGPT, which is a godsend and a curse. Okay. There is an asset for Unity called Obby Softbody. I am trying to add force to it, but it goes in a wrong direction. How do I fix that? I am using Obby actor, right? Yeah, obby actor dot add force. Let's see what its suggestion is. Or actually, maybe I can just do this. So if I do this, and I say it adds the force in the wrong direction here. How do I fix that? Which one of them is going to give a better solution? ChatGPT or Copilot? Object actor is determined by vector 3. Object created direction. The force is being applied in the wrong direction. May need to negate the. No. No, that's. No. It goes in a correct direction if it aligns with world up, but in the wrong one if it does not. Okay, what GPT suggested? Local versus world space. Yeah, that is. Yeah, let's try to do this thing, because I'm pretty sure it's just local direction or world direction being non-correspondent. So we're gonna copy this line, world direction, and in here we're gonna pass this. Transform direction of this, and then we're gonna take the world direction and put it in here. Because I am pretty sure that it is just using the wrong coordinates, like wrong system of coordinates. Let's see. Okay. Boop. Boop. Goes down. Goes. I mean, it's almost the correct way. There's still something wrong with it. So if I go to the right, it goes to the left. If I go to the left, it goes down. Can I just lock this one for a sec? I'm gonna freeze position just so I can take a look. Left, boop, right. Right, boop, left. That doesn't make that much sense. So let's just spawn two of them and go into different direction. This one goes to the right, this one goes to the left. Well, these ones go. Okay, that almost makes sense to me. So if I aim them down, will they go up? Okay, so I guess this one needs to be the negative because reasons. So if I put minus here, nope, not here. If I put minus here and minus here, here. Here. Yeah. So if I do this, let's see what would happen if I just flip it. Whoop. Whoop. It's almost correct. So like, it goes to the right when it goes to the right, it goes to the left when it goes to the left. Up, down, down, up. So the Y doesn't need to be flipped. It just feels wrong. Why would it be just one of them? I don't like doing things that I don't understand why they're happening. Let's restart this. Okay, left is Wow, which one is on switch? Left one's going left, right one's going right. Up is going up, kind of down it. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure why that is the thing that needs to happen, but it does look right. Yeah, it does look correct. Oh, it's struggling with the simulation. I think it needs to be with single solver rather than with like a shitload of them. But they do the little cute little blip, and they scale up in a really nice way. Okay, that is good. Yeah. Bloop. Bloop. That is cool. Right, it's going in the right direction. That is good. We can commit that. Add. No, it's technically a fix. So we're going to say fix. Bubble projectile direction. Cool. Let's check in the changes. That looks correct. And let's also save the scene and push that as well. Update scene. I'm not exactly sure what I changed there, but it's marked as dirty, so we're gonna push it. Right. That's good. We got something working. The next thing I wanted to do is to apply a soft body to this thing. Because right now it is a custom shader with the looks of which I'm not 100% happy with. Yeah, as soon as it works, you can join in. Hi. But yeah, it is actually working now. It's going in the correct direction, which is really good. And now let me follow this for a sec, because it does a cute little wobble, and it does the projectile spewing. So it goes bloop, 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 bloop. I don't know, it just looks really cool the way they wobble and interact with the environment. So yeah. I'm not sure how I got it to do the weird wobble when it scales up. It's just, I guess, the oddity of the soft body being scaled up, but it behaves in a way that I like. So I'm gonna lower this down a little bit. I'm gonna lower the size as well, because it looks a little bit too big. Go back, see how it looks again. Okay. What? I just changed your scale. Why are you still going up in size? Did I not save it or something? That's bubble size. Okay, let's set it to just 1. Yeah, okay. So 1 is kind of the scale it's supposed to. But it doesn't look like it's scaling up when we're applying the changes. So let's set this to 1.2. Go into the script that Keith wrote, which is local plane control. I think that logic's down here. Oh, here. So let's look where instantiate that stuff. So we do this, we do that. Instantiate and go in here, so I guess it should be here in awake. Multiply scale. We said local scale multiply by value. So I guess it just needs to be a different starting size. Yes, or starting scale, let's set that to 0.2. See how that behaves. Okay. Oh yeah. 0.2 is probably a little bit too small, because that is just not visible in the slightest. You know what? Let's just make it so it grows in a little bit of a different way. let's do some lerping rather than just multiplying the scale. So in here, we're just doing increment projectile size where we're passing 1.01, which is just going to do it linearly. But if we want to do a cool curve, we need to do it with a lerping function, which is not the, like, it's not going to be easier to do. So, hey out. But yeah, if we want to do it in a more, like, in a fancier way, we need to do it not like this, but we can do it with a lerp. So we can do it with a coroutine, or we can do it with a, like a do tween or lean tween, whichever one I installed here. So let's just change this function. In update visuals, we have this of increment projectile size. So let's just comment this out for now. Sorry. But yeah, we're gonna comment this out, and we're gonna do some visual updating. So let's split this halfway so we can look at both of them at the same time. We can do multiply scale, but we can also do something like public void your voice is doubling. Ooh, right, yep. Is it? My voice is doubling. Where can it be from? I have it muted on there. Oh. 1. I genuinely have no idea what's going on. Maybe it's just an apartment being echoey. Like 116 ping pong delay. I mean, I don't have that set up here, but yeah, it's just no idea. So let's just okay. I have everything muted, but yeah, I guess it's just my apartment being echoey. Let's add a filter, I guess, to echo suppression, or is there something like that? Limiter, noise gate, noise suppression, compressor, 3-band equalizer. No. Ooh, thank you for the follow. But yeah, we'll just consider it acceptable for now. So that should be good. I don't know. I'll fix that. I'll fix it at some point later. As long as it isn't extremely annoying, or I can get one of you on the call to tell me how to fix that. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, 5 a.m. code is sometimes really good, and sometimes it's just shit. And I mean, it like makes sense. I just want to make it in a different way, because I want it to be not linear, but a little bit like a, I have no idea what that curve is called, like hyperboloid, where it grows quickly at the beginning. No, grows. Anyway, I'm just gonna do, I don't know, like a quad thing. So yeah, it's gonna be update. It is acceptable, that's good. Update visual scale. So let's say, let's put 2 variables here. So it's gonna be private float starting scale. Let's go with my naming scheme of OG scale, and we're gonna have another private float of target scale. And let's say that the target scale is what? Let's spawn it in the scene to see how it looks. Boom. So how does it look? Oh my god, it's not gonna launch because it won't compile because of this. Okay, fuck you, come you out. Okay. So, come on. I forgot to press play, and I've been waiting for it to launch. Okay. So, oh my god, what the fuck is that? Let's follow this object. Let's spawn this and pause. what do you want the scale of this thing to be? So center anchor, bubble projectile. Let's see. I want it. Oh, it's not gonna update it like this. Can I? Yeah, I can just do 1 frame at a time. Let's say that I want the max scale to be something like this, which is 0.9. Let's write that down. As target scale, we want that to be 0.91. Right, and the starting scale should be like half of it, maybe a little bit less. Did I break? Oh my god, it recompiled, so it destroyed it. So, but let's say something like 0.28. Yeah, 0.28. Say 0.28 here. Raw numbers do look pretty, but don't make sense all the time. So on awake, we're gonna do what? We're gonna set the scale of this thing. Do we set the scale in initialization here? Instantiate, we don't set the scale, we set just local position. Okay, that's good. So we can, on awake, we're gonna set transform dot local scale, and we're gonna set it to OG scale. That is float and not vector 3, so we're gonna do vector 3. No, we can actually do just vector 3 dot. God damn it. Okay, I don't need systems numeric. I just need a vector 3, 1 multiplied by OG scale. And in here, it's gonna be like a tick thing. So I wanted to increase the scale until it reaches this value. And for that, I need to do a lerp, but I can do that with a do tween abstract or whatever it's called. I think I used it somewhere around here already. Do tween. Oh, it doesn't show the thing. Well, yeah, I'm just so assembly do tween, readme, obstacle test, do move, nope, bubble projectile, nope. Obby editor uses do tween, that's cool. Let's just look it up. Do tween lerp, do tween float. Yeah, okay, so 2. Nah, screw that. I'm just gonna do vector 3 lerp. So it's gonna be transform dot local scale dot equals vector math f dot lerp, and let's say from, because it is a float, we can just take a value. So we're going to do that before we apply it to local scale. So it's going to be bar local scale vector. I'm going to put that in here. So it's going to be mathf lerp from transform dot local scale. Let's say x, yeah, sure, target scale time double time. This is just going to be linear for now. Then we can do this. We can do the same thing that we did here. We're just going to be vector 1 multiplied, but not OG scale, but local scale vector. And now it's going to be linear. We can adjust that later. So we can set a public float scale speed, and sure, 0.5 or whatever. So we can save that, switch back to Unity, save this. Okay. And let's take a look. What's happening? Why did it... Oh, because I'm not calling that function. I added that function, but I never called that function. Wow, I am just a genius tonight. Yeah, multiply scale is never called. But in update visuals, instead of calling... Where is it? Update visuals, yeah. And we don't need to do increment projectile size. We can do... Do we get the bubble? Bubble projectile, we do have the bubble projectile. Let's just do a dirty thing right now. So if... Nope, not player 1 purple direction, player... First player propellant projectile controller. That is a cool name. Let's say if it is not null. Yeah, definitely. Очень приятный стример музыка. Yeah. Actually, do we reset this value to null when it destroys? We just set it when we instantiate it. Let's set a thing to this, to the bubble projectile, which is going to be public bool released, which is going to be false by default. Released. Yeah, and once we do propel player, we can do, does it have, so it doesn't have a reference to it here. So it has propel player 1 and propel player 2. Okay, we can do this. So we do this. Oh, it actually doesn't null set. Okay, I underestimated you, sorry. Yeah, you gotta clean your variables. I was just projecting myself of not cleaning variables, so I don't need to do this at all. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, if it is null, we can just do it here. We can just do it in update visuals. Yeah, if it is null, we can do not multiply scale, but update visual scale. And remove this. And the same for the second one. Whoop, let's go back to Unity and see how that looks. Now it should actually do it the correct way. Yep, okay, it is growing slowly, it is growing. It is still a little bit too small on the start, isn't it? It is way too small on the start. It should be like twice the size at the start. Let's... Alright. Keith, if you're here, can you tell me if we're setting the scale of the bubble projectile somewhere on the start? Except for where I added it here. Because like, I'm trying to find any reference to scale in here. There's no local scale in here. There's like the only place in our code where it does actually apply the scale. Gameplay sequence. That's where there should be a minimal size somewhere. Minimal size, okay, maybe. Let's take a look. I think it is in a prefab. There's a max bubble size. But there's no min bubble size. So I guess it's just at 0.2, it's just too small. So let's just put it to 0.4, like double size. Because it's just instantiating it, I think. It's so tiny. Like, I just spawned it and popped it, so... Like, what's the scale of this thing? This little bugger. Come on, click on... Ah, god, it's technically unclickable. So, 113, yeah, there is something that overrides it. 113, 112, and 0.7? Oh my god! I think the OB thing is overriding it. Because if I do this, it's 0.3, I guess I need to bind skin now? Or something else? Because bubble propel, let's unlock this one. I created a bubble propel template, which is like this, scale 111. Do I need to change actually the scale of a bubble propel? But if I change the scale of a bubble propel, it's gonna just change the visuals of it to go less wobbly, and I like the wobbliness. So I guess let's just regenerate it. I'm gonna do cancel. I'm gonna reselect this one, I think. I think that's the play to do it. I'm gonna do this, this. Generate, yes. Okay, edit, cancel, just because it crashes for some reason there, if I don't press cancel. What if I do that? Does that make sense? Because I'm pretty sure that that's the only place. No, it still starts at like really tiny. What scale is it at? Nope, that's not the one. Is this the last one? No. I think it's still a child, right? Yeah. No, it's 0.33. So it is the correct scale. 0.33, and we start at what? OG scale is 0.28. Do I need to make it even bigger, like 0.5? Maybe? Yeah. Okay. That's better. Okay, let's increase the speed at which it grows. Scale speed, let's put that to 1.3. Whoop. Whoop. Let's just make these variables public so we can edit them live. Public, this, like this, and let's set this to 1.2. Okay. Play. Okay. I mean, it's visibly growing. I'm just not sure if it's good enough. I would say that that makes sense. Let's keep it like this for now. It's good enough for debugging and like testing the gameplay. I would say that it's visually fine. Let's just add a like quad growth. Oh, why is it an empty screen? Oh. Okay, now I'm gonna re-show it because I was showing the black screen there. But yeah, it's like it grows a little bit. It represents the growth of the thing. The only thing I don't think it does, it actually correlates the growth with the actual fire of the propeller. So we need to pass an extra value here, which is going to be float. Scale what? Scale, not speed. Scale goal, not scale goal, scale percentage, sure. Scale percentage makes sense, so it's instead of time delta time, it's going to be scale percentage. In here, scale speed is not going to be relevant anymore. So in here we can update visuals. And where do we store this value? Projectile time one per train. Propel player. Add force direction max force charge multiplier. Okay. Where do we get the charge multiplier? Propel charge multiplier is get propulsion charge multiplier multiplied by charge time. Charge time is passed from let's do a search here. Charge time. Get propulsion charge multiplier. Float charge time. Clamped time. Where do we pass the charge time from? So it's just on fire first player actuator. Does the on fire first? Okay, it does pass press time. That's cool. That is nice. Okay, so I can just pass this thing, I guess. Like this. Charge multiplier is 0 to 1 range. Min clap. So it's from 0 to a max propulsion charge time. So I guess in here we can just plop I already forgot the name of the function. Get propulsion charge multiplier. Right? It returns clamp of inverse slurp between 0 and max and min propulsion percentage. It'll be from whatever min charge is to 1. Okay, that's good. So we can just do I guess this. Get propulsion. How do we pass the charge time in there? Because we only get it from on fire input. We can just, no, I don't want to store it. That's going to be dirty. Yeah, it is action time. That's pretty much what I want to pass there. But I just want to pass the percentage. I just want to pass the charge time divided by max charge time in here. So like, because you were just passing like 1.01 there. And now I want to pass the percentage, so that's going to be, damn, my brain is just not functioning at this point. I guess we can just start tracking and create propel projector first player. Yeah, I just didn't want to like update any values. I think we can subscribe to like an event or something that the input collector is passing, but that would also be not cool. Yeah, sure. let's just do like this. Yeah, we'll just make it work now. Player 1, projectile, charge time. Same for 2. Yeah, it might be, but we can technically do it, but it's gonna be raised in every update, and that's even worse than this. So it's gonna be time here. Yeah, let's just do it with this, and we can just update it later. Let's create a function for that, I guess. Private float get projectile charge percentage. And in here we're gonna do what? Do I want to pass this value or not? I guess we don't want to pass anything there. I'm just gonna get values because we have them in here. So we're gonna do, yeah, sure. Let's just pass the bool. Wow. Yep, that is what I want. Thank you, Copilot. And here we're gonna pass true. And here we're gonna pass false. And it should be percentage. Realistically, I think. So it's gonna be percentage, so it's gonna be from 0 to 1. That should be good. Right? Oop. Yeah. I think that's correct. Charger's pretty fast. And it propels pretty fast. Yeah. That looks correct. Now I think the only thing I need to do is to make it non-linear. So, since it was so smart the last time, let's create a new conversation. And let's say, let's just kind of test the limits at this point. So, I want to make it a quad function instead of linear. What will it say to me? Quadratic function model, date visual scale, target scale, math bow, scale percentage. I don't think that's what I want, but I just want to see how it looks. It's just going to be quadratic. So it's just going to be, no. I want to do it like this. I want to do a private float, fancy scaling. And I'm going to pass a float of percentage. Not this. Screw you, that's incorrect. Let's get a fancy function looking. I need a new scene. Let me 1 second. I'm gonna duplicate this. Can I duplicate this? Maybe one for Chrome. So in this one, the writer is dead. And I'm gonna add a new one, which is gonna be window capture. Chrome. Name's already new. What? Chrome window. Chroma XE. Okay, yeah. Oh. Are you? Okay, that needs to be underneath all of this. Okay. So we have this, which is just a grapher thing. Transform. Reset. Nope. Okay. Yeah. We have this thing. So let's draw a function of y equals x. And how do we want it to look? Do we want it to be a linear thing? We do not. We want it to be we don't want it to be quadratic. How do I look up? I think I had it somewhere. I don't want to think about it. I just want to copy my previous work. That's like the story of my life. I don't want to do anything new. I just want to use the thing that I did before. Yeah, sure, that looks correct. And I'm just gonna yoink it from my previous project. So I have this thing. So like this. This function looks cool. It has a cute little curve. So I can yoink it. And to apply it here, this is just gonna be a duration, but I want to take the percentage, so the T needs to be clamped, right? Wow, my brain is fried. I don't want to do math right now. Zero there, 100 there, T equals T by T. So T in this case is just going to be the percentage. So we can do this, and we can return percentage multiplied by percentage multiplied by percentage. Hello world, это наше все. But yeah, let's do fancy scaling in here, and we're going to pass scale percentage. Yeah, float, and I ate a bracket. Okay, go back to Unity and see how that looks. It should be a curve, like whoop. It should start slow at the beginning, fast in the middle, slow at the end. Whoop. 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 Not sure if that's better, but I already edited it, so it's good. So let's just commit that, so there's no going back. Bubble, projectile, scaling. I want to save this yet. Making you Gish game? What the fuck is a Gish game? Am I gonna regret looking that up? Gish. Oh! Oh my god, is that the fucking iPod Touch game? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is the game from iPod Touch. Yeah, I mean, the only similarity is that it's a goopy thing interacting with the world. But okay. Yeah. I should definitely taking a little look at that one. Yeah, I mean, you played it on Sony Ericsson, I played it on my iPod Touch. So, that says more about you than it says about me. But yeah, next goal is... I don't want to scale this up. I want to do this. Our next goal is to make this a soft body instead of a shader thing. Shader is definitely way better for performance, but we don't really care about it because there's not much going on in here. So we can just go with a fancy looking thing instead of an optimized thing. And a fancy looking thing would be to do the soft body. This is gonna be painful, so let's duplicate it. Put it all the way down here. Let's unpack it. Take this away. Turn this off. Okay, we have our duplicate player body. Visuals. We have it separated. So, first of all, let's set it to some default material. Like, no, sure, doesn't matter. Next thing, this needs to have obby solver, obby fixed updater. Okay, boop, boop. Let's close this, put the reference in, save it. This is going to be a obby soft body and skinner. Render mesh is not readable. Let's set it to readable. Read write enabled. That should be good. And let's create a new template for this. So let's create obby Softbodies surface blueprint, which is going to be player mesh. That is 2 capital E's, but I don't really care. Now it's the official name of it, and we'll have to put that into documentation as the one that is correct. Okay, let's unlock this. Visuals, icosphere. Icosphere goes in here. Generate. Cancel. Okay, so this should be a soft body now, technically, I think, if I haven't screwed it up. Ugh. Okay, so spewing reference, mesh render has been destroyed. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I had the here updating the vector for the material that I don't have anymore, so I'm just gonna comment that out. That's a lot of warnings, but warnings are not errors, so we can ignore them. Let's see what happens now. If we just spawn it, it should fall down and collide with... It doesn't look like a soft body behavior. That is also not a soft body behavior. That is the behavior of a girl who's dodging my calls. So, we cannot have rigid body with obby solver technically, I think. But maybe? Maybe. What if? Now, if we remove the rigid, we still need to have the rigid body because we want the rigid body to be responsible for the behavior. But I guess no. Because like the visual, like if we set this, oh, I don't have the blueprint reference here. I guess that's the issue. Flare mesh. That makes even more sense. And let's say this is high friction. Maybe now it should be better. Yep. It is definitely a soft body now, and that is it freaking out with the sphere collider. So if I disable the sphere collider, it should do the thing. Did I not? Oh yeah. But like if I remove the rigid, I don't want to remove the rigid body because we want rigid body for the behavior. But so if I still need the sphere collider, I can set it to a layer of playable character. And in here I think I can set a collision matrix. Under layer soft body flare mesh. Does this have like a collision layer matrix? Collide. Mode resolution mode. Skeleton shape analysis. Nope. Anything like that in here. Should have collision matrix. Skin motion rendering. Two-sided like probes. Like I want the rigid body to stay there, so we can interact with the rigid body when we want to do any player interaction and like world interaction. I just want the obby soft body to be like a child of it, and to just wobble when we propel it and everything. But I don't want it to do any actual like logic. I just want it to be a visual part of it. So like for example, I know that I can set like gravity of it to 0. Like we can do that in code. But for now, I'm just gonna do it like this, and I'm gonna try to find the collision matrix of it. Because there should definitely be one. Quality response. Self-collision, surface collisions. Let's turn this off first, because we don't need that anymore. Okay, so let's take another look at this. Or maybe I should look up the documentation. That sounds like a radical thing to do, but also makes sense. Okay. Got a rigid body glider smaller than soft body and difflers. Then yeah, pretty much. I'm just gonna set up like if we. I wonder if it's gonna. No, it's not sharing it. God damn it. Can I just do this? Display capture. Yeah. Okay. So. Well. Yeah. I'm just gonna show it for a second. So in display capture, we can do this. There's a physics tab. We have our collision layer matrix. Yes, that's a little bit too small. But yeah, we have this collision layer matrix, and we're going to just set it that the soft body, whatever layer that is on, does not collide with the rigid body of this object. So the rigid body of the object is going to be for logic and everything else, but the soft body is just going to be there for shits and giggles, pretty much, or like visuals. But yeah, for now, let's just pretend that this is not here, and we're just dealing with this. And I'm gonna look at soft body things. Maybe ChatGPT knows the answer. Can I set a collision layer matrix for a soft body? Yes, in Unity you can use layer collision matrix. God damn it. Okay, let's try this. It said that you can just use the Unity thing. Player soft body. We're just gonna add this, and this is gonna be player character layer, and this is gonna be player soft body. And I'm gonna go into project settings, physics, and player character is not gonna interact with player soft body. Player character not interacting with player soft body. Okay, save, and let's see if it actually worked. Because ChatGPT sounded really smug about it. No, it does not. It still does the whatever the fuck this is. Yeah, that doesn't look like a correct behavior, does it? I don't know what this is. It does look kind of nice though. I can make it more jiggly. Deformation resist. Oh, and there it goes. I have no idea what happened to it. Okay, let's just, you know what? First, let's see if this works on a separate layer. If it's not a child of a layer, I just want to see how it moves. Like, is this a correct soft body? Oh, it doesn't have a solver as a parent, goddammit. So I'm gonna create empty solver temp. Position to 0, 0, 0. Yep. Put it over our level. Okay. This is gonna have a solver and a fixed updater. Save. Let's see how it behaves. Okay. It did collide. It collided with it in a different way than I expected it to. Also doesn't seem like it's like changing. Like it's like wobbling. Even though it's gaining speed. So like, if I keep following this, the resolution, if I increase the resolution, nothing will change. If I change the rotation, nothing will change. I guess we need to like apply force to the soft body in code somewhere. Not sure what actually needs to be done here. But we can actually see what happens if the position float value gets too much. This wiggling is, at this point, is pretty much just float point accuracy freaking out. If we let it go even lower, we can get into like, what is it, 28,000? Float 28,000 gets weird, or 64,000. Not exactly sure what the float accuracy value is. But like, the fact that it's freaking out is not just because the velocity of a rigid body, quote unquote rigid body, like obby body, is too high, but just because the float of it is freaking out. Like the greater the float value is, the less accurate it is. So like if I just crank it up to even lower, so like if I pause it and just smack it into oblivion of like minus 100k. Oh, it's not going to do it because it doesn't want to. But sure, let's take another look at it. What is wrong with this soft body? First of all, let's put our walls back in. Squish this here, squish this here. And let's take a look another look at this one. So what happens to it? It fell down last time. It was a cool option to look at it. But if we take this and say max deformation is really high, deformation resistance is really low, and it fell down again. I feel like it's just not set up correctly in one way or another. What is wrong about this one? It has this, it has a scale. We can up the scale of it because it's the main object. Like bind skin. And maybe now it will squish better. Okay, that is a very soft body. It is so soft, it's fucking making my computer coolers go up. They're just spinning like crazy just because this is really absurd. Wow. Okay, max deformation is 0. Oh my god, it's struggling so much. It's like a frame a second, maybe. I guess the resolution of 53 is way too high. So let's stop it. Let's say reset. Just up it a little bit. And let's say regenerate. You don't want to regenerate? Why is that? Bind skin. Let's unlock it. What's wrong with you? Yeah, the deflation being the death animation would be really cool. Why did it completely lost the mesh reference? What? Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure if I launched it on my previous laptop, it would just straight up die. Like, because it's just absurd. It somehow lost the mesh reference. I'm not sure how, but sure. Let's regenerate it again. Reassign, regenerate. It's still there. Okay, save. Resolution of 22. Max bone, sure, that doesn't matter. I just want these ones. Max deformation is like a little bit. High friction player mash. That looks good. So please do the thing. Does it need like to be floppy? I'm like very confused about this. Oh, please don't fall down. Now you're stuck. Oh. And it's falling down. Wait, it was doing the thing. No, it's just wobbling. It's not wobbling, it's rotating. Does like playing with these values change anything? No. Nothing changes. It is using the correct mesh. It's using a mesh filter. I'm pretty sure, like bind skin, again, paint influence. It has like a proper edges. Like everything is set correctly. What if I like do this? The edges have high influence. And like everything else is lower. Smooth. How do I remove it? Shift click? Yeah. Okay. Shift click on here. Okay, it's saved. Save blind scan. And let's see. Maybe if I make it that the edges are more affected. Okay. But something different. I'm not sure what it is, but it is something. It is a very, very floppy thing. Wait, oh shit. It is actually like bent around the level. That looks so cool. It's like a little floppy pancake. That's a cute little floppy pancake. Oh my god, we made a pancake. Now I want a pancake. Speaking about pancakes, I'm gonna order some food while the pancake is jiggling. What would be a good thing? A burger. Or a pancake. I can't get an actual pancake. American pancake with white chocolate. That sounds really good. But it's just sugar. Maybe something less sugary? Like proper food? Apparently there's a restaurant called Instagram. Chicken. Gyro, pizza, burgers, Asian. Yeah, I'm glad you like the bubbles. I mean, it was worth the struggle. They do look really cool and wobbly. Like the wobbliness of the bubbles are really cool. We just need to have them like, yeah, squishy. Yeah, not wobbly. Wobbly is. Mine more also wobbly, but the bubbles are squishy. Like I really want them to be present in the character as like a representation of how many propels you have left. That like sounds like a really good idea, but it also sounds like a lot of work. Yeah. And right now I'm just staring at food and trying to figure out which one of it is edible. There's something called a meat tornado smoky from a chicken arrow. Which looks really good. Or sushi. Sushi also sounds good. Yeah, let's get sushi. Go sushi червеный крст. They have bao and actual sushi. Yeah. Fine sushi is the next one. Do you have a recommendation for a good sushi? So let's go restaurants. Let's go Asian. Go sushi czerwony kres. Oh, fine sushi? Okay. Okay, let's look that one up. Fine sushi. Fine sushi bar is temporarily offline. So, unfortunately, no fine sushi. Just acceptable sushi. Bad sushi is also nice. Fine sushi, bad sushi, kinda acceptable sushi, reasonably priced sushi. That looks like, yeah, that one also just delivered to me. I have Angry Monk, Go Sushi, and that's it. That's everything that's open after 11. So yeah, I guess Go Sushi Czerwony Kres that is. They're open till 11:45. Do they have like a set super mix? Oh, that looks sad. Crunchy crab croquettes. I mean, yeah, that's literally the only thing that delivers if it's not Angry Monk. I mean, I can get Angry Monk. I wanted to get their ramen for a long time. Or I can get 15 fried gyoza for 900 dinner. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And spring rolls, right? You gotta get some spring rolls. Two spring rolls. Okay. What the fuck is this? Fried milk bar? It's fried milk bars. Nah, I'm good. But yeah. Rice, dumplings, and spring rolls. Your order might get rejected. Story of my life. Okay. 50 to 60 minutes. My god. Okay. While it's delivering, let's see if we can fix the do this, but add position fixing to it, so it can be floppy, but locked in place. So, because if I make this look floppy and still work, that can be nice. So let's go into scripts. Let's go create a folder for debug. And I'm going to create a C# script called position locking. And in position locking, was it accepted or was it denied? Human being has seen your order. That's good. Okay, so on start, we're gonna do this. It's gonna be just a dirty little test if that's even an option of what we can do. We can do private, vector 3, initial. My god, you're so smart, Copilot. I don't want to turn in for this. So we're going to do initial position, transform position. Yep. And in here we're going to do, we're literally just going to do it every update. And that's it. And let's see how it behaves if we do that simple dirty lock. We're going to drop this in here, save, launch, and see what happens. Like, will it droop? It doesn't do anything. Like, it just droops. It allows it to change position for some reason. I said position locking. Does it need to be in like late update? Because like obby updates in late update. But even if it was updating a late update, it should have reset it on the next update loop. Okay. What if I also add it to this thing? Cause sure. Nope. Just completely ignores it. Also stretched in a weird way. It does look pretty cool. Let's move the wall out of the way. Okay, so it does kind of work. Yeah, because I'm updating it in editor, and editor is a separate update loop. So it is wobbly. So like, theoretically, I guess I do need to lock the rotation of it. Yeah, it's very droopy. Oh, stop freaking out. I have moved the wall out of the way. Are you happier now? No, you're not. You're still as angry as you were. Oh, you're static. You can't even be moved. But like, it just keeps jittering. Okay, let's do the same for the rotation. I guess ChatGPT was smarter than I was. But I want to do it not the position, but local position, because it's going to be a child. And like local rotation as well here. Yeah, it's on start, it's not repeated access. So like local rotation equals initial rotation. I'm gonna save this. Oh, yeah, that's what I did. So yeah. One second. I mean, it should be fine with any model. It doesn't matter if it's a pancake or not. So yeah, it should be fine with anything. But Let's just try and put this as a child to our player. Oh, not the player body, the player body one. Let's disable the visuals on this. Let's put this as a child here. Put this to 0, 0, 0. Did I say execute an editor? No. Then why are you freaking out? 0, 0, 0. No. Thanks for the follow. But yeah, okay. So now it is locked in local position. It's locked in the local position. It's locked in the local rotation. So let's see how it behaves. I mean, it's not what it's supposed to do. But like, it does the bobble. I guess I should also set the gravity to 0. Because it's like collapsing under its own weight. It does look like a flappy pancake. God damn it, that looks beautiful. It looks like a clam, not even like a pancake. Yeah, we should definitely use one solver for all of those buddies instead of like a shitload of them because it just crashes the performance. Oh, it's also colliding with the back wall again. Yeah, okay. Let's try it again. Player body 1. And then focus on that thing. Also, it's like way bigger than the previous one. I'm not sure why. Also, it's very, very jiggly. Let's set the gravity of it to 0, so it doesn't do the gravity jiggle. So I guess get component, obby Softbody. We're gonna put all of this in try because I just don't want to deal with anything else, and I just want to keep it like on both of them without adjusting the code for now. I just want to see if it works. Okay, apparently there's a method like that, but I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I know I want to do obby Softbody. I want to do obby actor, right? Because it's like same as here. Obby actor, yeah. So we're gonna take an obby actor here and do gravity to 0. Where do I set that? I've set it somewhere. Just don't remember where. Is it in here? Like, do I do it in player controller? Doesn't sound correct. That might be my 1 AM, 2 AM, 5 AM, whatever coding performance of setting the gravity somewhere where I don't remember where it is. But no. Oh, wait, it's in here, right? So if we go into soup, obby templates, player mesh, like, does it have a parameter here? Or is it like here? Gravity something? Or is it in solver? Yeah, it is in solver, so I need to set this to 0. So it's not going to be affected by gravity, so it should be not better, but definitely different. I'll compile it's not set in code, it's set in solver. Let's give it a try. Let's follow this. Okay, it's definitely not affected by gravity, because it is a floppy pancake. So what happens if I propel? It doesn't do the wobble. It does a little wobble, but it does it when it collides rather than when it propels. And it also, for some reason... Let's look at this. Let's follow this one because I want to see the values. What did I click on my monitor that it's dim now? I do not know. But yeah, so let's follow this thing. The position and rotation there is 0. Why is it floppy then? Because it is floppy. Like it's not staying upright. Even though the gravity of it is at 0. What if I do a dumb thing and set it to like positive? Should it go up, right? And like if I said this, what the fuck is this music? Yeah, okay, this is better. Yeah, I'm not sure which part of it is rotating. I guess it just ignores anything that isn't like its own custom logic. It's also turned itself inside out somehow. Not sure what's happening here. Except for a weird rave. Yeah, it did turn itself inside out. Not sure what's going on here. What can it be? Can it be that even though the gravity is 0 every time it hits a collision, it does the... Yeah, it does need a separate force applied for like the wobble. Also for some... Yeah, it changed children. Did it not... Wait, was it colliding with itself this whole time? Because I didn't apply the layering. Like the separate force we'll need for the visuals. But like... Why is it moving at all? Like... The transform of it is correct. But the mesh is freaking out. So, like, max... Oh! Because it's technically within the limits of its deformation. Okay, so the deformation is like particle... interparticle distance, I guess? Rather than the object thing. So, like, now it's kinda where it's supposed to be. Okay, yeah. Okay, it was too high of a deformation. And I guess it was also colliding with itself, but we're not gonna talk about that. So like, yeah, now it collides with shit. And like, folds. But now we can go in here, set max deformation to like, what the fuck is plastic yield? Like, what does it change visually? Plastic recovery. really high. 0, 0. Max deformation really small. Let's move this up. It looks like it's trying to collide with itself. Wait, it's getting back there. Does it have like damping? Where's damping? We just need to like play with parameters, I guess, to get the Ugh. The fuck? Is it like really big now? Yeah, it's really big now. Yeah, I guess max deformation needs to be really low. Alright, I need a 5-minute break. I'll be right back. Alright, I think that my brain is finally completely fried for today, and I have no idea what's going on, and I am struggling with understanding what needs to be done. Because, like, errors of cluster 31 is not valid does not mean jack shit to me right now. And I'm just gonna continue it next day. Probably tomorrow or Sunday? Not sure yet, but this was fun. Definitely productivity is way higher when you're working with potential people watching you. So yeah, I gotta get that, definitely. I gotta save the scene first. Wobbly player tests. Chicken. Right, that's good. It's committed. Keith, you can take a look at that later if you are still in the mood and don't feel like your brain is fried, which I am not exactly sure. But since it is there, you can take a look at it later if you want to. And I can look at it tomorrow and be like, what idiot wrote this? And that idiot would be me. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and this is going to be it for today. Right. Thank you.